Hey Facebook, we are starting a couple of minutes early because I want to share this out to some groups. Give me one moment. I had I have just gotten a really great opportunity to share my information with some more people online, and I want to, share it out. Is there a way to... No, that's not what I want. Okay, so there's no way to do that from here. I have to do it from here. Okay. So I'm going to share this out to a couple of groups. Give me 1 second. Hope you guys are having a good day. My hand is doing a little better. I have a follow-up appointment tomorrow. But yes, if you are watching the replay of this, I'm just sharing this out to some groups where I'm going to get started at, well, once I get this out and shared. Okay. Hope you're having a great day, guys. Okay. This is not what I wanted. What are you doing? Okay. Give me 1 second while I take care of this. My computer don't really let me multitask like that. Okay. Let's do a slight move up. Okay, here we go. Yay! I'm going to share this out. Share. I'm going to share. Share to. Share. Hey guys. Give me 1 second while I get myself together. I want to share this out to a couple of groups. Share in a group. Share in a group. If you are coming in, please let me know. Hold on. Show all. How do I share this out? No, this isn't what I want to share. My shirt that I had on in that other video looked similar to what I wanted to put out, but it's not it. Just give me a second. Why did you go down instead of up? Okay. I think we're getting to it now. Here. Yes. Okay. All right. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing okay. I need to share this to a page. Oh, no. I know what I did wrong. Nope. So guys, if you are watching this on the replay, you can fast forward a few minutes. I am just getting this set up so I can share it. Please, as you come in, introduce yourself. Let me know where you're joining from. Would love to connect with you guys, you know, on a face-to-face level, but we do what we can here. Share in a group. Okay. Group. Crafty. Yes, I want to share to y'all. Yes. 4 crafters. This is gonna take me a little bit. I don't know why it won't let me do multiple groups, but it won't. But I'm gonna share this to 2 groups. Give me 1 second. Okay. And then I'm gonna share this to another page. Black women turning crafts into coins. And then we're gonna get started. Sorry it takes so long, but you know. Hold on. Women turning crafts into coins. There we go. Trademark advice for crafters. Yeah. All right. And I think we're good. Hi, whoever's watching on Facebook. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm about to start up my other device. Welcome. Thank you to the moderators of Crafty Black Girls who have allowed me the opportunity to share information with you guys. I'm just starting my other broadcast device, and we will be getting started momentarily. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. I am Natalie Pierre-Louis. I'm the host of the show. Please let me know where you're joining from and your name. Thank you to the moderators of Crafty Black Girls and Black Women Turning Crafts into Coins who have allowed me the opportunity to talk to you guys on a more personal basis. I've been watching you guys for a while. I think you guys are so great, but I see some things in the group sometimes that concern me, and I talked to the moderators, and I did a live broadcast a few weeks ago on trademark basics, and then I followed up with them and I asked them if I could broadcast my daily live show into the groups to give you guys some more tips business-wise, so that when you're out there trying to sell your crafts, hi, let's be humanistic, you know what you're getting yourself into and you don't get yourself into trouble. While you guys make amazing things, I see some things that concern me and that could get you into legal trouble. But let me start by introducing myself to everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I am Natalie Pierre-Louis. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my pretty much daily live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts. Hello, Sincere 39, using pop culture and celebrity news. Why am I doing this? I'm very glad that you asked. The reason I'm doing this is because my business, NPL Consulting LLC, is a business formation firm. What that means is I help entrepreneurs get their business paperwork together. So if you need help with things like contracts, getting registered with the state, making sure you have proper employee hiring etiquette, money management, brand protection through trademarks, patents, and copyrights, getting EINs numbers, DUNS numbers, operating agreements. I help you with all that foundational stuff that you need for your business. And in particular, I like to focus on teaching you guys about brand protection and avoiding infringement. Okay? So we're going to have some new viewers today, at least on Facebook, from 2 groups that I'm a part of, and I'm welcome to all of you. Please feel free to let me know where you're joining from. And I'm going to give you the full spiel on me. So I told you I have a business formation firm, and you're probably asking yourself, why am I qualified to help you do all this business formation stuff? And I'm so happy you asked. I'm a licensed attorney. I have been one for over 13 years. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. Hello from NYC. Hello, Pop Pop. I have had many careers in the realms of the law, entrepreneurship, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but so many of you have these amazing business ideas. And if you're going to make it in business, hello, Taisha from Crafty Black Girls. And if you're going to make it in business, there are just some concepts that you're going to have to know. There's no way around it, okay? So that's why I'm here. If you are interested in my services, I do provide free 15-minute consultations for first-time clients, and you can sign up for that at the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. As well, my 1-hour coaching sessions are discounted only for today from $217 to $59. So if you need help forming a business formation strategy, go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and set up your coaching session today. All right, so now let's get to the show. To those of you who are new, here's how it works. I compile stories every day, and I come here and we talk about the stories and we pull out the legal and business concepts that we need to know. All right, but this is not just me talking at you. I'm going to be asking you questions. I'm going to want your feedback, so you got to pay attention to the stories. I want to hear from you guys, okay? If you have questions, please drop them in the comment box so I can answer them for you. I aim for the show to be about 30 minutes. And sometimes we go over, sometimes we go under, but it's as long as there are questions. Actually, today I have to end at about 5:40, 5:45 because I have an appointment at 7, but I will do my best to answer all of your questions. Hello, Smoothie Girl 178. All right. So without further ado, we are going to get started, all right? But I want to make sure that everybody is on the same wavelength. If you are ready for me to get started, please type in ready in the comment boxes. I want to see a ready. I want to see a ready. I want to see a ready. I just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page before we get started, all right? We got 5 people on Facebook today. We pop in. All right. Okay. I'm all right. I got a ready from Pop Pop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the first story that we are talking about today, this is for my beer drinkers. Thank you for the ready, Taisha. If you drink beer, if you like beer, thank you, Smoothie Girl 178. Please give me a beer emoji in the comments. And while you do that, I'm going to let you know why I'm asking for a beer emoji, okay? So there is a company called Crooked Furrow, and they were a brewery. Breweries, they make beers and things like that. I'm not a beer drinker. I don't really drink that much. If I'm drinking, it's usually wine, so I don't know much about beer. Anyway, this brewery wanted to name themselves Crooked Furrow, right? So they did their research. They went and they did their background research on the trademark to find out if the name Crooked Furrow was taken. For those of you who are new, if you are ever considering doing a trademark for your business, there is a tool on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office where you can go and search to see if a trademark is already taken. So ostensibly, this company, or the people who were wanting to name Crooked Furrow, they did this and they did a search for Crooked Furrow and they didn't find one, right? And their brewery opened in June of 2018. However, in that very same month, they received a cease and desist letter from a company called Proof Artisan Distillers. Thank you for, hi, Diamond Sweat Aquafina, hey girl. Thank you for the beer, Sincere and Pop Pop. But so the month that they opened, hi Kayla. The month that Crooked Furrow opened, they got a cease and desist letter from a company called Proof Artisan Distillers. Now, they did their research. They made sure that Crooked Furrow wasn't taken. However, the problem was when they were searching, Proof Artisan Distillers trademark was not approved prior to when they were searching, because Proof Artisan Distillers got their trademark approved in April of 2018. Right? This brewery opened in June, so they've probably been planning this opening for over a year, and they were doing searches, and they did it way ahead of time. So this company got the approval, and then they sent them the cease and desist letter the same month that they opened. Now, I don't know the difference between a brewery and a distillery, but apparently there is a large enough difference that Crooked Furrow thought they had a chance to win if they took it to court. Unfortunately, they didn't feel that, or maybe fortunately for them, they didn't feel like it was worth the fight for the name Crooked Furrow, and they hadn't been open long enough to fight for it. So they have decided to change their name to Copper Furrow. And the reason why I wanted to bring this story up to you guys is to remind you that if you are ever thinking about trademarking something, you need to be on a constant search to make sure that you are not infringing on someone else's mark. The barrier to entry to business is very, very low these days. So ideas are coming left and right, and it is your responsibility as someone who wants to participate in business to make sure that you're not infringing on someone else's mark. So there are several things that you can do. You can do Google searches. There is something called the test database on the USPTO office, and you can search trademarks for free. You can hire out to an attorney to do it for you. They're going to charge you some money, but they can do it for you. But it is up to you, if you are trying to establish your brand in the marketplace, to do the appropriate research. Kemp said brewery is beer and distillery is spirits, I think. Okay, thank you for schooling me. So a brewery does beer and a distillery does spirits, right? So either way, when you are searching for your trademarks, you need to make sure that you are constantly searching. I don't care if it's the day before you open. Make sure that no one else has your mark, okay? And there are several free options for you to do that. You can go to the USPTO office and use their database search. Or you can just use your good friend, Googleisha. She is there 24/7, all right? Okay. So do we have any questions about that story? Like, do you think that this company, Crooked Furrow, should have kept their name? Hi, Malik Music. Do you think they should have fought for the name Crooked Furrow? Or do you think that it was smart of them to be like, you know what? We don't want to waste this money on litigation. We're just going to change our name to Copper Furrow. Do you think that they should have fought for the name, or do you think that they should have kept it? What do you guys think? Because remember, they just opened. When they got the cease and desist letter. I want to know from you guys what you think. I personally think it was a smart decision. It's like, if I'm new in the marketplace and nobody's really attached to my name, whatever, I can come up with another name. Yes, Googleisha. Sincere39 said it's cheaper to change the name. Yeah, it is cheaper to change the name, because if you think about going to court over a business name, you have to pay for lawyers, you have to take time off work. That money that you're using to pay for legal fees is money that you could be using to re-advertise and rename your business. So I think you're very right, Sincere39, that it is cheaper to change the name, particularly because of the fact that they are so early in business. But it's also important that you keep doing research on your name to make sure that you're not infringing on anybody else's trademark. Okay? All right. Quick break just to introduce myself to the new people in the room. I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis. You are watching NPL Legal Dish. I want to say thank you to the moderators of Crafty Black Girls and Black Women Turning Crafts into Coin. They have allowed me to share my live broadcasts with you wonderful crafters. I see your work all the time, and I think it's great, but I also see some things that are concerning to me, and I felt like it was my responsibility as someone who has the knowledge to share it with you guys, so y'all are safe in these business streets. Okay, if you are interested in any of the stuff I do, like my free 15-minute consultations, my ebooks, my business launch cheat sheet that is totally free, please go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. All right, cool beans. Now on to our next story. Does anybody here use Dropbox? I love Dropbox. It is... if you know what Dropbox is, please give me a D in the comments. Dropbox is basically like an online storage drive where you can upload, whatever you need stored. That's where I store my ebooks, my video trainings, whatever I make for my business. Okay, Taisha knows what Dropbox is. Whatever type of products you use it, Sincere. I make for my business, I store them in Dropbox because it's just easier and it's really affordable. Veronica Irwin uses Dropbox with your students. See, like, it's a great way so that so you can control who accesses your information, right? So, love Dropbox. So how many of you guys have paid accounts with Dropbox? Because you might know what I'm talking about in the next couple of minutes. If you have a paid account with Dropbox, give me a money sign in the comments, okay? And I'm going to tell you why in a second. So, Dropbox was recently sued by a military technology company called Ironhawk. Ironhawk has a trademark on the phrase Smart Sync, one word, SmartSync, right? Now, if you have a Dropbox paid account, right? Dropbox introduced a service called Smart Sync, but it's SMART space sync. Veronica Irwin has a paid account because the university does. Okay, good for you, girl. Anyway, so Dropbox has this Smart Sync technology. I'm sure it probably just like it says, syncs everything up. And they were sued. They were sent a cease and desist letter from Ironhawk Technologies saying that they infringed on their Smart Sync trademark. However, the judge, when they took it to a judge, the judge said that while Ironhawk does have this trademark on Smart Sync, it is merely a descriptive term and it is too weak to be protected. So Dropbox is off the hook. Now, what does that mean? If you if you have my trademark toolkit ebook, which is in my e-store, if you go to the link in my bio, there's a link to my e-store. The book is $9.97. There are like six strength levels of trademarks, right? The first one is, a nonsense word or a word that you create out of nowhere. So if you think about Exxon, Exxon, it doesn't mean anything. It has no meaning except for the fact that it is the name of a company, right? The next one is when you use a word that has nothing to do with your business, like Apple. Apple that makes technology. Apples have nothing to do with the stuff that Apple makes, right? So they're able to use Apple. And there are 4 other levels. If you want to know what the other 4 are, you can go get the ebook in my e-store. I'm going to drop it in the comments real quick. Hold on. Can I comment on this? Hold on. Gumroad.com/NPL consulting firm. Okay. So you can pick up the trademark toolkit there. Okay. So you got these 6 levels of trademarks, right? And the Smart Sync technology, basically the judge said the type of trademark that you chose for your business is too weak. It is only a descriptive term. It doesn't set your business apart. When you hear the term Smart Sync, you don't automatically think of Ironhawk. I can pin it. I can't pin it because I am broadcasting on Lula and it does not allow me to pin things. But if you want to put it in there for me, Sincere 39, please do. All right. But yes, so when you, like I was saying, when you think of Smart Sync technologies, you don't automatically think of Ironhawk. When I think of Smart Sync, I'm just thinking of like syncing my phone with my iPad or syncing my computer with my phone, right? So the judge said your trademark is too weak. Leave Dropbox alone. So Smart Sync is safe, guys, and all us Dropbox users can continue on with Dropbox. Okay. So that is story number 2. Thank you to all of you who are coming in. If there are any new viewers who I haven't greeted yet, hello, hello, hello. I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. You're watching NPL Legal Dish. We've got some new viewers from Crafty Black Girls and Black Women Turning Crafts into Coins. Thank you to the moderators for letting me in here, y'all. Next story that we are talking about has to do with those. And is there anybody here that wants to get involved in the cannabis industry? If you want to get involved in the cannabis industry, put a C in the comments. And while you do that, I want to let you guys know. So I posted a picture in my stories this morning of 2 logos, and I asked okay, Kemp wants to get involved in the cannabis industry. Pop wants to get involved in the cannabis industry. And I asked if people felt that the pictures were too close for comfort. Veronica wants to get involved. Patricia wants to get involved, right? So there is a cannabis company in Massachusetts, my home state, that is named, the full name is New England Treatment Access, right? So they're a cannabis company. They make cannabis products. They sell them. We all know that cannabis is legal in Massachusetts. Martina wants to get involved in the cannabis industry, right? So they, they're in Massachusetts. Dealing in cannabis is totally legal. So it's not legalized in NYC yet. Okay, but it is decriminalized. In NYC, I think you can have up to 2 ounces on your person or something crazy. Yes. So New England Treatment Access, they're out here. They're selling their weed. And they make a logo of a tree, a green tree in a circle, right? However, a company in Colorado named Boise Cascade, and this is a wood providing company, they said that this company, New England Treatment Access, the short term is NETA, that they were infringing on their company's trademark because they used a similar logo. If you have not gone to my page's stories for the day, I would urge you to go check them out and look at the logos for yourself, and you tell me whether you think they're too close for comfort, because everybody who voted in the polls said that it's too close for comfort, right? Now, Boise Cascade Company, this wood company, they have been using their tree in a circle logo for over 55 years. New England Access Treatment, NETA, they have 2 locations in Massachusetts, but they're fairly new because cannabis has not been legalized for that long, right? So Boise Cascade basically filed suit against NETA for trademark infringement, but they have actually come to a settlement. They filed a joint motion to dismiss with no costs awarded on either side. So that basically means they went to the judge and they said, hey, judge, we have figured this out. We're not going to be, nobody's trading any money, but we want to drop the suit. We're over it, right? So they dropped the suit. And nobody, I'm going to get to your question in one second, Pop, right? So, so when you have settlements like these, you don't always know what the behind the scenes info is. However, if you go to NETA's website, New England Treatment Access's website, they have changed the color of their logo from green to blue. So it could be as simple as that in resolving trademark infringement issues, guys. It doesn't always have to lead to knockout, drag out fights in the court. They just said, hey, our bad, we're going to change the color, da-da-da-da. Maybe they slipped some green on the side, whatever, because it's legal in Colorado. But yeah, so NETA and Boise Cascade, oh wait, hold on, is Boise in, oh no, I got the wrong state. Y'all just let me go ahead like this. Boise Cascade is in Idaho. But maybe they did slip them some green still. But NETA and Boise, and hi Afro-Rican Queen, but NETA and Boise Cascade have settled this, and for this simply by NETA changing their logo color. And for all of you, I want you to go check out my story and look at the logos, and I want you to vote on it. I'm going to post the results tomorrow, okay? All right. But so Pop said it's still illegal on the federal level, so USPTA may give you the runaround. That is exactly right. Cannabis is still illegal on the federal level, so you cannot get a federal trademark as a cannabis company, right? Not for your products. However, you can get state trademarks. And if you are a smart cannabis company, what you do is you get your trademark name for something related to your business. So we have cannabis companies that get their trademarks for their battery power for their vapes, or or it'll just be for health services, things like that. You have to be creative in these streets, particularly because cannabis is on such weird ground where it can be legal state-wise, but illegal federally. So while there are a lot of roadblocks, there is some room for creativity in there. And if you want some help with that creativity, book yourself a free consultation, linktree/NPL consulting firm. All right. Okay. So, we are already down to our next story, and that's great because I want to take some questions from you guys, and I have to end soon. So, if you saw the title of my broadcast, right? My broadcast is entitled 45 is getting cease and desist letters. Now, when I refer to 45, if you know who I'm referring to when I say 45, put his initial in the comments. Not the name, because I'm not trying to conjure up the devil, but put the initials. All right. So, and while you do that, I'm going to give you some background on this story. So we all know that during this current administration, and thank you, Pop Pop, during this current administration, thank you, Veronica, the person occupying the White House has been using a phrase that has become very common, called fake news, right? Everything is fake news. Fake news this, fake news that. I don't know whose president you talking about, Sincere 39. I voted for the lady, okay? No thanks. But yes. So he's using fake news all the time, and all the time on TV. And journalists are fed up with the fake news. So what they have done on a whole is a group of journalists have filed a trademark for the term fake news, and now they are sending cease and desist letters to 45 whenever he gets on TV and uses the term fake news. And how are they doing that? Because they have trademarked it for publication of online news. So whenever he gets on TV, ostensibly that is a piece of news. So if he's using it in the business of publicizing online news, it's trademark infringement. However, not only that, when I went to do the search for this phrase on the USPTO website using the test database search, there are several trademarks for the term fake news. There's a trademark for pens, news reporter services, beer, an app, computer game software, and there are also several other trademark applications for fake news that have been abandoned. I'm a big nerd, so I like to play around on the USPTO website, but if you're ever curious about, how far trademarks go, you can always go to the USPTO test database website, and they will be able, and you can look up different trademarks and see where they are trademarked. If you are new to the broadcast, you may not know this, but trademarks are only good in your industry. So if I have, what? My broadcast shut down, Kip? What you talking about? Sincere 39 said, oh, hold on, let me finish my thought. So for those of you who are new to the broadcast, when you are trademarking a term, you can only trademark it in your industry. So if you think about McDonald's is only the Golden Arches. All of that is only trademarked within the fast food industry. You don't see that trademark within, for hair or for power tools, right? But you can have the same words trademarked for multiple different industries. So that's why you can have all of these trademarks for fake news. I don't know what happened. The broadcast was fine over here. You can have, one term and it can be trademarked everywhere. There's actually, recently when we were talking about the LeBron James trying to trademark Taco Tuesday, I went to the USPTO website and there are several trademarks for Taco Tuesday in a multitude of areas. Kemp, if the live is out, there is nothing that I can do on that. What I will do is I will download the Facebook broadcast and I will upload it to YouTube later and you can watch it there. I apologize. Sometimes with these apps, things knock out. Yasmin Patrick asks, hi, can you post the website to look up trademarks? I absolutely can. Give me 1 second. USPTO.gov. That is the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website, and they have a search database that you can look up. Okay, all right. But yes, so this is what 45 is doing. This is what journalists are trying to do to combat 45. Basically trying to discredit the media. It's not going to work. Sincere 39 said that won't stop your president from using that term. You're absolutely right. It won't, but it will annoy him. And we know that he gets flustered very, very easily. All right. So those were the stories that we had today. I want to take this time to answer any questions that you guys have about this broadcast, about trademarks, about me, about your business in general. The reason why I have started sharing this out to different groups is because I am a member of a couple of craft groups online, and I see people who do amazing, amazing, amazing work. But a lot of you don't realize that you're violating trademarks. For example, in one group I was in yesterday, someone posted all of this, supposed designer fabric that they bought. It was Dior, Gucci, MCM, Michael, like all of this designer fabric. And they posted the site where they purchased this fabric, where they're buying these rolls of fabric for $40. I want to ask you guys sincerely, do you think that Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Dior are selling their fabrics for $40 a roll? And do you think that they're selling fabrics at all? Because remember, these are trademarked names. When you make an item with a knockoff trademark name, you open yourself up to being sued. There is a man in Australia who has to pay the company that owns the term Uggs $500,000 because he was selling shoes under the name Uggs. There is a woman who was selling knockoff Michael Kors phone cases, and Michael Kors is trying to sue her for $2 million for every phone case that she sold. Trademark infringement is a serious issue. So when you are out here making your crafts, you need to make sure you're not violating trademark laws. Now, if you buy something fair and square, so let's say you buy a Louis Vuitton huge bag and you decide, you bought it from the store, all that stuff, and you decide to cut it up and do something different with it, that is different because you have bought a genuine item, you have, purchased it with your money, and there's something called first rights. There are certain rights that get cut off when you purchase it legally. However, if you are purchasing knockoff fabrics and making knockoff items and selling them online, when you use those marks, when you put that out in the world, what you are saying is, hi, I represent this company. And if you don't have a contract with that company, you can get sued because you are putting forth bad information. And if your products are not up to snuff with this company, can they put inspired by then the designer's name? So Chanel is very, very picky about this. Chanel actually takes out an ad a few times a year in magazines and says, we don't like you using Chanel inspired. Chanel is a trademark term, blah, 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 blah. If you're saying it's Chanel inspired, if it doesn't have the name Chanel on it, that's different. But if you are using the actual Chanel logo, that is a problem. You can't have a trademark on the design, in fashion, like you can't trademark a dress or a jacket, but you can trademark the design. So if you create a fabric or if you create a symbol, so the double C's, those are worth a lot of money. The Gucci G's, Dior, Louis Vuitton, all of that stuff is worth money. I'm a little bit older than some of you guys. I remember in the early 2000s, I would go to New York, Canal Street, and you had all of these vendors selling knockoff bags, and they were getting shut down by the police. They had to have like walkie-talkies. You had to go into back rooms, and you think, well, I'm just buying a bag. It's because it's trademark infringement. This is theft because the money that I'm spending on this fake bag is money that designer could potentially make. So when you're making these knockoff items, what you're doing essentially is stealing money from the original designer. So unless you have a contract with Louis Vuitton, Dior, whoever these designers are, you should not be selling items with their logos on them. Now, if you make something that looks like it and it doesn't have the logo, so I know that we have seen the bags where it's like, it's supposed to be like Gucci, but it's a C, or it's supposed to be Fendi, but it's a T or whatever. That's different. That you can say is inspired. But if it looks exactly like a Louis Vuitton and I'm using the Louis Vuitton symbol, no, my phone isn't about to die. Is something wrong? I'm broadcasting on my computer. But if it looks like the designer and I don't have a contract with them, that is infringement. Now, if I make something the designer doesn't make, that's a little bit different. But there are nuances within trademarks, and that is for another broadcast. But I want to make you guys aware that you can't just go out here and put someone else's mark on your stuff. It is actually illegal, and you can be sued. So this is where I have to end the broadcast. I have like 1 more minute, so if you have a question, please drop it in the box. I'm going to be back on here tomorrow at 5. My usual time is 6, but this week is a little different. I have to be somewhere at 7, so I have to get out of here like in 5 minutes. And then tomorrow, I have a follow-up with my dog. If you didn't know, those of you who don't know, my dog got attacked by another dog, and he has a follow-up appointment to check on his stitches. But I'm going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to talk more about trademarks, more stories. If you have any stories that you would like me to talk about, please DM me. I would love for you guys to, let me know what's going on. If you have any questions for me, please set up a free 15-minute consultation. Again, thank you to the moderators of these groups that allowed me to broadcast. I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future. Have a great evening, guys, and go check out the link in my bio, linktree/MPL Consulting Firm. Bye.